What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So, Siegehold was recently nerfed, which was everyone's favorite gold farm to do. It was absolutely insane, but it was quite difficult to set up and join a good group, as there was many bad groups out there, and a lot of people struggled to form the group. But if you did, it was absolutely brutal. Like, there was no other farm that came close to it. It was bound to be nerfed. And it took Blizzard long enough, but eventually they nerfed it. So luckily, though, I have a catalog of multiple gold farms, like Hyperspawns for cloth, BOEs, Darkmoon trinkets, etc. This one that we're going to take a look at in today's video is actually one of the first farms that I did on the alpha, but also at the official release of the War Within. So before we dive into it, big thank you for all the support on the 0 to 10 million gold guide. It's been absolutely insane. And it makes me so happy that you guys are enjoying the War Within updates. So this guide is digital and will be sent right to your mail if you pick it up. And every single time when I update the gold guide, you will receive that update automatically sent right to your email for life, for any future expansion to come as well. So the gold guide features all the best tactics and methods that I personally use in order to achieve hundreds of millions of gold. If that sounds interesting, you can find it with the link down below in the description, and by using the discount code STUDENT, you'll get it for 50% off. Now, this farm, extremely good. I mean, when you look at the farm as well, like you just see the massive amount of mobs that's constantly like spawning and dying. It is a really good gold farm. It was a very obvious spot as well when I first played the alpha and I was looking around at the different zones, because the place is just so packed with mobs. It's absolutely insane. Now, that being said, though, there are spots that I will feature on this channel soon that will yield you a higher like kill per hour than this one. However, these mobs seem to have more HP. There's a couple of elites, and you actually get more items, like more BOEs and more cloth and Darkmoon decks on this farm compared to a lot of farms that has the has more kills per hour, which is kind of odd. But that's the way it worked on a lot of farms in Dragonflight and Shadowlands as well. You would just get more loot. So I guess the loot tables are better. Probably comes with the fact that some of these mobs have more HP, so maybe they have a higher chance of dropping BOEs and cloth as well. But absolutely great spot. So when it comes to location and what you should bring in order to make this farm as successful as possible, first of all, the location is down here in Hallowfold, this little bay area. So like the concrete name of the exact name is Fortune's Fall. That's like the area on the map right here. So I'm guessing once people started doing it, I know people that's on my VIP Discord have already started doing it. They're probably going to call it Fortune's Fall. People tend to do that. They just look at the minimap, what is the exact name of the farm, and go with that. So this is the area. Now, it is very important when you're doing this farm that you just place some markers for your group, so you make sure to pull these mobs right here as well. These in the water, because it will just drastically help you out with the Hyperspawn and all the mobs in the back here too. Like 2-3 mobs extra pulled has a lot to say for your Hyperspawn. So it's good to place your statue in this area along the shoreline here, because that's just where most of the mobs will frequently spawn. And then you pull the mobs on this shipwreck and in the water just into the beach line right here. That is the most efficient way of doing it. Now, if you want to do this farm right here, you should have the most optimal setup, I should say, to do this farm is by speccing into like this one right here, Archival Additions, because you can put a spec into each of the Darkmoon decks, which will give you a 50% chance to get more Darkmoon cards on that specific card. So maxing out all of these down here will just give you way more Darkmoon cards. So inscription and tailoring. Tailoring is pretty obvious. Textile treasures, max points just to be able to get more cloth. Quality fabric, max points in this one, because you want to get higher quality, like higher rank on your cloth. And then from dusk until dawn, this one, you gotta just unlock Duskweave tailoring in order to get Duskweave cloth. Then you gotta max out from dusk until dawn, just so you can pick the other one, Dawnweave, so you can unlock that one too. But you don't have to spend any points in from dawn until dusk, besides from the main talent right here. So that's the most optimal setup. Now, in form of classes, like there's a bunch of clown setups out there with running with priests and shaman, etc. But the most important thing is just please bring a monk. Make sure that you have a monk at this location, and like classes that can deal a lot of like AoE burst damage. It's nice to have one or two of those, but you shouldn't have more. Like that's enough, because if you have a bunch of druids, for instance, druids have insane pulling power and they deal a lot of damage while they're pulling. So the mobs will automatically die as they arrive at the monk statue. So having something like a mage, red pally, even a demon hunter at the statue to help out the monk, nuke him together with the druids is absolutely great. But don't join up with like 7 warriors thinking you're going to destroy absolutely everything. Now, as I said, there's plenty of spots to come. I got spots on locations that are easier to pug as well, if you are afraid that people won't be able to pull that well. Make this farm work. So just make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel if you want to watch those. And if you want to watch all my videos before they go public on YouTube, you too can consider signing up to the VIP Discord, which is pretty much like a Patreon where you support me as a content creator. And that is absolutely awesome. I'm so glad for everyone that has joined in. But you get invited to a Discord server. You get to watch all my YouTube videos before they go public on YouTube. But you also get access to exclusive content in forms of gold tips, investments, multiple spreadsheets, and much more. So that's going to be in the description down below, together with the 0 to 10 million gold guide. With that being said, though, I appreciate you all watching, and I will see you all back in at the next video. But until then, bye-bye.